The goal is simple. We will surprise drop a 5k double strike with impact. If we do this, we can win from almost any position, provided we have done chip damage at some point in time. But to set this up, we need to put 6 pizza cards into the discard. This is remarkably difficult. I have spent a bit too much time optimizing pizza combos. I've turned a straightforward gimmick deck into something that plays more akin to a Yu-Gi-Oh deck and how long its combos can be. All for the goal of more efficient
pizza time.
Let's start by breaking down the general core, what the pizza cards do, and how to get to them. Delivery Pizza is a costless draw 1 discard 1. It's a strict neg 1, but it lets us dig deeper for value. Giant Pizza lets us buff 1 unit. This can theoretically matter for attacking over some walls, but realistically, this is a discard fodder you shouldn't even hesitate to drop. This deck also runs several simple draw 1 discard 1s. Shirley and CC are straightforward at that. But the real brilliance of this deck is the 2 7 deep searchers, Lelouch and Ganymede. These go 7 deep for a pizza card and can add it to our hand. Some simple +1s to make up for the minusing all our cycling does. But I want you to do some math with me here. 7 cards in opening hand, 7 cards in life. That's going to leave 36 cards in the main deck. Assuming you search on your second turn going first, it will take 4 searches and 7 draws to see the card you initially stack. 4 searches and 6 draws going second. This means you can effectively search for CC. Between Delivery Pizza, Shirley CC, and the turn draws, you should be counting to the complete deck loop. This also enables us to drop hand on stupid plays, because we're going to be sure of an actual win condition several turns in advance. Even if we can't complete a full cycle for a search, the information learned from going through our deck that quickly will tell you all you want for your life. So you can play around potential triggers, or understand you need to start taking damage immediately to free a pizza card from the stack. Look, let me be honest with you, this deck is not consistent. But if we lock in hard enough, we can play like it is. Outside of the pizza loop, this deck does a bunch of secondary things, because we can't actually rely on pizza time for 100% of the games. First up is the straightforward Lelouch raid with removal. It slows down an opponent and helps counter rush. It's slow, but it comes up a lot. Second is the combos we can do thanks to Shirley Raid. This card lets you recur an event. If we're desperate, we can recur special to force board control. Or, more deviously, we can recur a President's Order. Early on, this recursion can be nutty, letting you play around with 5 action points worth of setup. But later on, we can save this setup for a double CC. If we get lucky or use our foresight, we should just win. Outside of the bit, this is unbeatable unless your opponent gets lucky. A big secondary thing with this deck is ensuring chip damage. So, the CC is actually going to be threatening. Of course, when you raid with the Ganymede on turn 2, this can mean attacking with it on that turn. But a safer method is to use a back row Nunnery Lamperouge to buff your garbage chump blockers into doing actual legit damage. It's very high roll, but very effective if you can get to it early game. Mulligans are going to be very simple. All you're looking for is a mana base of 3 energy, then as much pizza and as much pizza searchers as possible. If you get this and then a President's Order, you're unbeatable. CC's, Nunnelys, and Shirleys are preferred, but with all the drawing and discarding you already do, weaker hands kinda have a habit of fixing themselves. Now, let me explain our matchups. We beat anything that also needs time to set up, and we're very solid into removal-based decks, since we don't actually care about our board until late game. Our issues come from us just straight up losing to aggro. It's not going to be winnable, and you're not really playing the game. You can tech around it through faster board building, or by just switching to the, better red Code Geass deck, but then it's not as fun, is it? Look, I don't play pizza time to try hard. Thanks for coming to my terrible TED Talk. I like Union Arena a lot, but there's no shot this video performs well. I predict this will actively lose me subscribers and be my bottom 10th performing video. Pizza time is always worth it though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.